I come to you today to show you that you are already awakened, right now, right here, and you always have been. The most underrated spiritual realization, what you can see right now, what is being experienced right now, is awakening. And it's silence, it's stillness, it's presence. Now, how many of you rolled your eyes when I stated that? Because it's boring, right? You've gotten so addicted to conceptualizing ideas, trying to grab onto 10-step programs, healing journeys, and on and on and on. I know so many of you can relate. One thing I've seen recently all over the place in many different areas is people talking about how they have been so stuck seeking with no end in sight. It feels like a repeated cycle, an addiction of sorts, and it can become this. This can become another identity that you have attached yourself to and believed you are. The spiritual seeker. It's so very prevalent in this space. But yet, I have one question to you. If you are feeling this in any way, shape, or form, or those who just want to awaken so bad, but just feel like they're going to miss it, they can't figure it out. I'm here to truly tell you you're awake now. But you're not awake. Awakening is all there is. Reality, the fabric, the nature of life is all there is, and it's you, the essence of God. It isn't personal. It has nothing to do with the body or the name you were given, but it has everything to do with the most intimate, direct experience that is being had. And it isn't being had by someone. See, the biggest thing I ask you is, can you sit still? Can you sit in silence? I don't ask this to condemn you or mock you. I ask you truly, can you? So many of us, in the conventional way of thinking and believing, is trying to figure out life. Like it's a problem to solve, an equation to figure out. You must achieve, you must figure out a career, you must have these things at a certain time. Society sets these expectations. Culture sets these expectations, your family upbringing sets these expectations. So thinking has become your way of life. Logic, okay? Logic in thinking has become what you think, what you believe or know life to be. And it's so very subtle that everything that is experienced for you is a mental activity or a thought. You're missing what is truly here. Now, awakening has become a mental activity, a conceptualized idea of what someone should expect, of who should awaken. But have you ever sat in stillness? Have you ever sat in silence? Now, I'm sure many of you are rolling your eyes because you've heard it all over, but it doesn't give you that tangible expectation or that tangible thing to hold, to grab onto. It sounds boring. It puts you to sleep, but it is the gateway to seeing what is truly here. Because awakening isn't something someone does. It's realizing that there was never a someone in the first place other than the mental creation and the mental activity that becomes you. And silence reveals this. It opens the door to the movement, the chaos of mind that is holding you hostage knowingly or unknowingly. I stood there as well, a hostage to the story of thought, calling it life, and at its mercy, suffering, a horror story, you could say. Silence, stillness was the greatest teacher, pointing you in the direction of eternity. When you see that the present moment isn't just a cliche saying, it is all there truly is, unescapable, unmovable, unshakable, the ground of reality, now you see that there is nothing more. It starts to reveal the movement of thought, the ego in a sense, the personality, the patterns that you have identified with, attached to. Every morning that you believe you wake up, you step back into this essence of a someone, the separate self. When you become aware of this, the cycle is broken, and it reveals to you that the cycle was nothing more than a mirage, an illusion. It wasn't what it appears to be, not as solid as you believe it to be. Most of us are fully and solely identified and attached to the someone, gripping and grabbing tighter than you could ever imagine, so tight that it leaves us exhausted, screaming for help. But yet we continue to believe it because it's all we've ever known. It's become so real. The costume that we've been wearing has now become our virtually our skin. The skin that we believe we are walking in daily, and the world is outside of us. This is what is revealed when you sit with the boring silence, with the stillness. When the phone is set down, there is nothing but this, here, now. It reveals to you the seeking mind, the restlessness, the activity that you become addicted to, the stimulus. You call it boring, but I call it truth. The only reason it's boring is because we have become so addicted to the believed moving, the believed stimuli, and that has become life. And now true reality, true life, the only thing that truly exists when you actually look, is now called boredom. See, a child sees this automatically until they are deluded with their name, the body, the ideas of who they are and what the world is. They don't see themselves or know themselves as separate. It's just one full experience, all-encompassing life as themselves. Joy, playfulness, wholeheartedness, nothing being labeled, interpreted, just here now. That's it. Except we've lost that because we've learned, gained, and picked up ideas along the way. We've become so addicted with just mental activity, thinking, like I said, and we believe it's life. And we believe that that's all there is. And it stands in the way. It stands in the way of you trying to awaken because you need something to grab onto. But you're already awake now. But there's no one to truly awaken. It's just this. Sit. Notice. That's all you need. It will show you how chaotic the mind you've been believing truly is. And boy, is it wild. It's loud. It's active. And it grabs your attention. It will come and it will go like it always has. Sit more. Notice. Silence. This is all there is. This is all there is. Take care, friends.